area. You get. So that's more or less it. I don't know if I answered your question.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm satisfied. Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Do you have any other question?
I think Badin Rewa Samuel Tumne is raising up his hand. Please go ahead to ask your question. Thank you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Evening.
Yes, sir. Thank you for that wonderful session. Thank you very much, sir. I have a question. So my question says, how can AI, how can it be implemented in rural areas?
All right.
Do you get my question,
That's
sir?
yeah, I guess your question. That's more like a broad question. But let me help you narrow it down. Probably AI in agriculture, right? In rural areas. Is that it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, now let me give you an example. I spoke about the sensor thing the other time, but that's going to be a lot of money because that's money, that's infrastructure. The simplest ways we are having now is one of the first way I spoke about during this call. I said there are apps now that have been developed. For instance, Kura, where I worked as a researcher, we developed an app that you just download on your phone and you can use to scan crops and you detect diseases on the crop. It also suggests natural means instead of using fertilizers, right? That's something, right? That's a starting point. They might not really have so much use cases now because of infrastructure or deficiency, right? It's not like maybe we're in Western countries, but for us, we're having AI building apps that we can use to scan crops. It's a development here, right? You know that our farmers to start using it, right? There was a time that my parents didn't know how to use ChatGPT. They started using Meta AI. If they have any health question, sometimes they ask. So look at who are the people that have phones, who are the farmers that you can teach them. Oh, this is how you can do. Oh, this app you can. So that's one of the ways. Another way is agro education, right? Using LLMs, for instance, you can teach or educate local farmers, right? Knowledge on how to use the should I say natural, if it's preservatives that are not going to be too costly for them. Are you getting me? That's an example. So you can also find other ways, information. Ask LLM, ask ChatGPT, ask AI. I believe I answered your question.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for that succinct but powerful session, and also for answering the questions and giving that amazing session. Okay, now very briefly for about 10 minutes, we're going to go on an icebreaker and a break before the next session. So now there's going to be some quiz. Ready from some quiz? Drop an emoji. There's going to be some gift attached to it. Anybody drop some emojis? Or at least 5 people Drop some emoji. At least five people are going to with something. Drop some emoji. Yep, pretty much. All right. Now, basically, all right. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Well done, well done. Thank you very much. Okay, now first, I'm going to be asking a series of questions. Um, from the first speaker session. First off, who can mention where the speaker works? I think the speaker mentioned that, and we also said that who knows where the speaker works at the moment? Anybody? Any of the two places? Anybody, you can go on to unmute yourself and answer. First person.
Google.
Sorry?
Google.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Tobi. Yeah, correct. Can you drop your number? Oh, you meant to unmute yourself actually. Mr. Tobi and Mr. Oluwaseun. Can you drop your name and your phone number to this number on to this number oh boy to this number on the comments on the chat box rather. Can you drop your can you all still hear me? Hello? Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
I'm going to drop a number. Oh, I think Mr. Oluwaseun and Mr. Tobi Loba, Mr. Oluwatobi Adile. Kindly drop your number. I'm going to drop a particular number briefly now to on WhatsApp. So we have two people. So we have three more people. Are we ready? If you are ready, let me know. Okay, great, 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 great. Now, another question. The speaker mentioned something very pertinent. Um, what is the meaning of digital twin? I think that was what you said, Mr. Femi, right? Digital twin. I think that was what you said, right? Yeah. Okay, great. What's the meaning of digital twin? I think the speaker said that while he was having a session. What's the meaning of digital twin? Anyone? Anyone? Anyone want to attempt? Means we were not paying attention. Does anyone want to attempt? Okay, nobody. Hmm. Now, the next question. What is the theme of this webinar? The theme of this webinar. Anybody? Can we all hear me, please? What's the theme of this webinar? Anybody?
Okay, can I speak?
Yeah, please go on, ma'am.
Can you hear me, please?
Yes, I can.
Yes, so I think agriculture, agribusiness, and agro-technological
All
advancements.
right, thank you very much. Correct. Correct, correct. Amazing. So, the theme for this webinar is agriculture, agribusiness, and agro-technological advancements. Correct. So, we have Mr. Luashion, Mr. Toby, and Mrs. Bolanley as our winners. Waiting for two more winners, two more people to win my gift for today, for the reward. Now, last question or last two questions. Mention the the three the three people, both the host and the speakers of this conference, or rather, mention the name of the next speaker of this conference. Anyone? Anybody? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, do you want to go on, please?
Okay, Mr. Jerry Oluwatobi.
Great, amazing. All right, then. Thank you very much. On that note, we have four people. Let's go straight up um, to the next speaker. So before the next speaker comes on, I'm going to give a bit of a background story before I read out a citation. Okay. Next speaker I'm going to bring up now is an agricultural expert, an agribusiness, an agribusiness personnel who has been doing this for a couple of years now, who has been a very um forced to reckon and the national specialist in the agribusiness space. So now he has been able to network. He has been able to network with a lot of stakeholders in the agricultural sector, and he has done this with the Federal Ministry of Agriculture of Nigeria. He has appeared on various television stations advocating for sustainability in agriculture and also infrastructural development in the agricultural space. He is also the founder and the and the thought leader of various brands like Demore Spices, Demore Rice, and also is the is the lead of Jet Farms Nigeria Limited. All right, without further ado, I'm going to introduce our next speaker, Mr. Tobiloba Olarenwaju Jeremiah, very briefly. But before then, for those who got answers correctly, kindly message me on the number below, the one on the chat box at the moment, and reach out to me to claim your cash prize. Thank you. Without wasting much time, go straight up to our next speaker, Mr. Tobi, Mr. Jerry Tobi Olarenwaju. All right, who is Mr. Jerry Tobi Olarenwaju? Mr. Jerry Tobi Olarenwaju is a visionary agribusiness strategist, innovator, and advocate for inclusive food systems in Africa. Like I said earlier on, he is the team lead at Jet Farms and Agro Solutions Limited, where he spearheads transformative initiatives that tackle post harvest loss, promote climate smart agriculture, expand market access, and drive inclusive innovation across Nigeria. He is also the founder of Farm to Consumer Africa, the continent's first biofortified digital traceable platform, and Dimon Food and Spices, a value addition food brand committed to quality and nutrition. With over 5 years, with over 10 years of experience, pardon me, in the agri-food value chain, Jerry operates at the nexus of technology, nutrition, and sustainability. He has empowered over 5,000 smallholder farmers. He has promoted the adoption of vitamin A maize. He has promoted the adoption of orange-fleshed sweet potato, and he has also promoted the adoption of zinc-rich cassava. Furthermore, he has championed food traceability and safety for both local and humanitarian supply chains. Widely recognized as the chief farmer of Africa, Mr. Jerry Toby leverages storytelling, digital innovation, and strategic partnerships to amplify Africa's agribusiness potential. He is currently serving he currently serves as the National Youth Representative on Nigeria's Agriculture and Food Security Council and is the convener of the Nigerian Youth Food System Summit. Lastly, his collaborations span leading global organizations, including USAID, FI International, GIZ, GSMA, and AGRA. Mr. Jerry's mission is simple, yet bold: to build a resilient, transparent, and nutrition driven food system where no household is left behind. Without much ado, let's give a round of applause to Mr. Jerry Tobi as he comes on. A round of applause to him, please. While we are waiting to join in, let's give a round of applause as we wait for Mr. Jerry Tobi to join in. All right, then he's here with us, Mr. Jerry. You have the floor, sir. Mr. Jerry is here with us, so Mr. Jerry Tobi, you have the floor, sir. I think he's having some network issues. While we wait for him, having some network issues. But that's fine. While we wait for him, um, there is a I'll wait for him just as a form of rebuttal and a form of um re-emphasis. Um, After this particular session or this particular webinar, as the case may be, um, there's going to be chances of and opportunities of scholarships, internships, and also trainings on agricultural development. So for as many of us as are on the group, there's going to be um, I'm going to be sharing a link with you for you to join in the session for the next phase of this training. So this particular training is like should I give or take the free version, and for those that will be interested in the next stage is just a token of 2,000 naira only. Sorry, just a token of 1,000 naira or a dollar, pardon me for that. For the next session of this particular webinar. Just by the way, that's for the first five people. Right now, while we wait for Mr. Jerry Tobi, I think he's having some network issues. While we wait for him, from what we've learned previously, does anybody want to see what he or she has learned from the previous session that we had? Very briefly. Anybody? Anybody? From what you've learned briefly. From what we've learned briefly, does anyone want to share what he or she has learned from the previous session? Anybody? I'll be calling names. So I'm going to call names. I'm going to be calling names. Mr. Kubina McCarthy. I think if I got that correctly, right? Mr. McCarthy. Mr. or Miss McCarthy. I think it's just joining. All right, Mr. Oluwaseun Ekundayo. Do you want to share with us briefly what you've learned from this session?
All right, yeah, good evening, everybody. I don't know if I'm quite audible. All
Yes, you are. Please go on.
the questions, and one thing that I picked out was the last question the person asked about AI in the rural area. Please, am I audible? Let me get a response
Yes,
back,
you are.
please.
Please. Yes, you are audible. Go on.
All right, thank you very much. So the question that somebody did ask the speaker about AI being in the rural area, in as much as Nigeria, we are not yet still at that point. So the way the speaker actually answered is gave me more light to it that yes, we are still developing into that place. But then these two things can still be done, getting knowledge and then still applying it. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much for that succinct and powerful points you made. Despite the fact that we are not yet where we want to be in agricultural sector, you mentioned that AI can be used to further enhance and ensure that the agricultural space is well developed and well utilized effectively, regardless of the fact that Nigeria is yet to explore that aspect fully. Thank you very much for that addition and input. Now, while we wait for Mr. Jerry, all right, is he already with us? Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can, sir.
Yeah, I want to apologize again and again. I had to round off, like end a meeting abruptly now, and I'm happy to join you guys. I'm happy to join you guys. Great. So I was able to listen to what my colleague Daniel, is it Daniel? Yeah, Daniel Addo, yeah, said, but at least from that feedback, I think should have something very important. Yes, good evening. So, tell me what the kind of people we have on this call. So that people can actually have, we're not much, we are 15.
Yeah,
You can just tell
a
me
couple of people left.
what you do. Okay, couple people left. I apologize. So, Emma Benusi, wow, don't be offended. Yeah, Kurida Allah. Yeah? What is the Igbo version?
That look something.
Yeah, Kurida Allah, please. Yeah, just to say this, uh, people that are here, I think one thing that Palumi want me to share with you is how you can explore the space. My name is Jerry Tobi. I don't know if they have read my profile for you, but you can actually tell people to join in because I'm actually going to share how to make money in the future of agriculture. Um for me, I believe in life. Just to life is good to make impacts, but you can make money while making impact. Otherwise, it's called social impacts. Why is why it's called a social enterprise? An enterprise to make impact. I'm happy. Frank, what is his name? Femi, that's Addo. I call him Addo. Am I? Is it that I've forgotten his name now?
That's my name now. That's that's my name.
See me, am I? So, apologies. Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, we communicated back then in Ife, and well, I said unfortunately, I'm not an agri student, but I can tell you that I'm your representative currently now. in the Council of Agriculture and Food Security. I'm the national youth representative for all youth in agribusiness on the Council of Agriculture and Food Security. I was elected last year, and this year I've got to brought over 2 million young people in Nigeria in different states. So if you are not part of that association, Young Farmers in Nigeria, YOFIN, please go and look for a way you join. YOFIN is actually going to be amazing because what is actually coming to them. 2 weeks ago, or like say that was November, yes, November 1st, yeah, that's like 18 days ago. The minister gave me a some inputs to give to young farmers, and it was like, "Hey, Jerry, want to give?" And I gave it to the farmers in Nasarawa. Somebody thought I would have sold it, but there are a lot of opportunity. The tractors that you had that the Tinubu want to share, I'm actually on the board. I'm on the committee, so there are a lot of opportunity. So yeah, so I'm actually on the committee, and so there's a lot of big opportunity in the agricultural space, and I think and I can mention names. Like I came actually for I'm in Lagos, and I've been in this place, and I've learned. I'm actually just intrigued with the learnings I've had today. And one of the questions I asked one of the leaders in the industry today, this guy is actually making great deals. If you don't know him, go and check Arizikin Noma. Arizikin Noma. If you know him, raise up your hand. Arizikin Noma. Or let me ask, if you know FX, raise up your hand. If you have heard of FX, FX commodities. Nobody. If you've heard of oh, good, yeah. If you've heard of Tribe Agri, raise up your hand. Oh, the same persons are still raising up their hand. Oh, good. If you have heard of Ariziki Noma, raise up your hand. If you have not heard of Ariziki Noma, yeah. So there are a lot of great organization really doing well in the agri space. Jet Farms is actually one of it, and we're actually pushing the more food and spice, which actually the food processing arm of Jet Farms. And one of the things I believe is that if you want to go into this space, and it's actually lessons. I actually told one of my orgas to come in. He's actually on this course. He's actually going to also speak because I'm actually going to allow him to speak. Franklin. Um, one of the things I told my fellow young guys in this space is to understand that, hey guys, start small. No matter how small it is, if building an AI system, start small, grow, and become global. My principle in life is start small, think big, and grow global. Start small, think big, and go global. In going global, in the sense that you have a you're starting small from that home garden. You're starting small from that sale interaction. You're starting small. Start small and go global. You know, one of the things youth in our ecosystem actually are currently doing is that because they see somebody raising $5 million in the ecosystem and say, it is because it's agri. I'm sorry, people will not even give you money if they are not in track record. Another thing I'm going to tell you is actually going to give you advisory. I'm also a young guy. Another thing I think I have learned is a biblical saying that says, in the multitude of counsel, there is safety. One of the things I've actually done to grow in this space is to see that I learn from one seat to the other, sitting down, listening to what these guys have seen. Guys, what have you faced in the field? What are the things that you know that a young guy should not also face? Things that you know. And I sat down with elders, people that have raised big funds. So what do you do? So one of the things as a young guy is that you learn. Please learn. One of the failures of why people fail today is because they don't want to learn. They don't want to go under internship. They don't want to do internship. I've seen a number of people who are graduate finish. I'm starting up my yes, we took that risk. We're lucky during our time there was a sorry for that background noise. So we are lucky that during our own time we were able to take that risk. But some people did not want to learn. They don't want to go and learn. They don't want to go and learn the principle of business. And I think I can tell you, I think though Femi, you know when we left we were in that time and yes, we're lucky, but I think we did not learn some principles. We did not learn some principles and one of the things I tell people is that you need to actually learn the work ethic. You need to actually see if you want to actually succeed as a business, go and learn the corporate life. Go and work for somebody for 5 years. Yeah. If you want to, except you want to burn your fingers and learn from your burnt fingers. So it's actually very important for you to know that learning from those who has gone ahead of you is actually very important. Now, you want to go into business, you want to go into agriculture. For me, I see it as agribusiness. Don't go agriculture that, oh, I was going to plant maize. My father has 2 plots in Ogun State. He said nobody's using it. Ah, can I go and plant cocoa? Can I go and plant? Hey, calm down. Start from your house. I started my catfish from my house. The size of my catfish was the length of my hand. I can touch the head and this thing, the end. I don't know if you get my point. It was the length of my hand. And I started my catfish like that. And I grew it. And that what took me out my education in university. So it's actually very important for us to understand that we need to actually grow. Are there important areas that people are actually not looking at? Hey, guys, I want to give you this secret. And if you don't know, let me give you the secrets. There's actually, I was dealing with some University of Abuja. Actually, I live in Abuja and I lead a fellowship camp on campus there. And I told the agri-students, I say, see, guys, I'm actually connected to quite a number of people. And they told me what they want people to start solving. The livestock, hey, livestock livestock is a new burning instrument. I use English to use that. Is the new gold right now. After all this farmer header crisis, I can tell you the livestock is the new gold. People have not unfolded it. My brother, my sister, let me let you know. Let me tell you the 3 things in livestock I will tell you should look at quickly. And it's actually on that. The vaccine of cow, of animals, both poultry, both this thing. Can you think of an idea? A solar powered vaccine, climate friendly vaccine distribution system. I can bet you if you can sit down today and develop a concept on it, and if you are looking for somebody to partner, I don't have money, but I can connect you to people that will fund you. Number two, the food of livestock, especially the feed and fodder. Oh my goodness, there is billions of dollars on tap on it. I can tell you again. I said medicine, I said food. The third aspect is the sales of meat is not yet still refined. The sales of meat. Please confirm you can hear me. Tell me, can you hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, good. The sales of meat has not yet been still defined. Bro, you guys think, oh, should they are selling meat in my 12? You go and got it and listen. Bros, pig market. If I tell you the $1 million, they don't eat pig in Nigeria. You are exporting pig. Your pig, if you can export your pig, you make millions of pig give birth. Please, agri student, how many months? What is the gestation period of pig? Somebody can tell me, one agri student, just type it in the chat box. Pig. Now, I know Femi is an AI tech guy. Me, I'm not talking tech here. And tech is an enabler for me. But me, I'm taking you the real cash where people are making money. Somebody told us we're in a deal room. Oh, good 3 months. That means you can even do Let's give it one month break. You can do 3 times in a year. What am I saying? Bros, sisters, this you can make money. And let me give you another aspect of livestock. If you go, a lot of people don't know that the leather industry is based on livestock. The leather industry. Just leave that. Number one thing that people have not looked at again. It's painful that you are just little, but good. But let me you go and use the recording and know how make it make sense. But to let you know, another aspect that people are actually not looking at is the waste industry. For me, the reason why I cannot do everything because people are going to accuse me that I'm doing a lot. They have accused me that I'm doing a lot. I can't do everything. But when this idea just feel like, God, what are these young people that who are these young people that can flow with me? I can actually do this thing out. I'm happy when Pelumi called me. I said, I'm up for it. I'm actually very busy. I have a lot of deadlines to meet, but I say no. Pelumi is my bro. I cannot deny him. Another business you're not looking at is the waste industry. See, Indians make my 12 is in all the markets. Just go there and tell them that you want to start gathering all the what they calling it. Um, what they calling this thing now? All the waste, the fruit waste, the food waste. Sorry, I'm gasping. The yam waste, all the waste in the market that they don't spoil. At where this you said, all those all those things that collect all those extra, all those things. Go and gather it in this thing and start refining them. Bro, I can tell you that it generates electricity and funding for it. Just make your point. All you want to do is converting animal waste, food waste to for power. Oh, bro, there's money for it. You chop a lot of climate money. Make it have business sense. So fun. Another aspect we're not looking at is that have you seen, especially people in the southwest, you plant a lot of bananas, plantain, and you wonder why is this our plantain always wasting? What we do, we do from the plantain is just to cut the what they calling it, the the fruit, that's the plantain, and we cut it and we are done. You don't know that that plantain, the tree itself, is a multi-million naira business, multi-million dollar business. People use it for paper, people use it for clothing, people use it for pad. Let me give you the business idea. You can tell them that, oh, I'm doing I convert banana waste to menstrual pad. It's actually one of the most best menstrual pad, would I call it ingredient or material for soaking, sanitary pad. You can use it for pampers. Let me give you this gist. Do you know that Nigeria 70% of the pampers we all wear is actually imported? When I say 70, almost 90% of the pampers you wear are imported. Imagine you not filling that gap. Well, much to say. Another thing that you guys are not looking at, but let me, should I keep on saying, or is the time
Go
restricted?
on, sir. Go on. Enjoying it.
Okay, good. Yeah, another thing I think you guys are not looking at is nutrition. People are actually, when I see people actually saying nutrition, there is money in nutrition. People want to solve the problem of malnutrition. There is data on it. Go and check it. How can you enter animal nutrition, food nutrition? Animal nutrition might not be the order of the day now, but nutrition. Can you look at also, okay, oh, somebody want to make a quick money now. This harvest season. Why don't you buy? I'm talking about without any technology, any innovation, this thing. You don't need to just go and buy and come to Lagos and say, I have these products. Like, come to meet me now. Jerry, all what I need to do. Agric marketing. Hey, Jerry, I have your rice. I have rice. I have someone I want to buy rice. What am I waiting? I'll produce for you. You don't need to be a producer. You can even tell me, Jerry, I want it. My name is Belumi. I want it to be Pedispeak media rice. I said, no problem. Oh. I raise up my hand. All I need to do is to brand your rice. And I say, Pedispeak India rice. I will just be producing for you. Just your rice. I don't need to have it my branded more this thing. I'm happy that you're buying. I gotta make that mistake. Oh, you can do that. Oh, there's a company in Ibadan. A lot of companies are in that Lagos Ibadan expressway. You people that are in that road, you just be passing that road. You don't know that a lot of companies you can supply this. Oh, Jerry, they need soya beans. Do you have soya beans? I can supply soya beans. Just give me money and I will give it to you and you go and supply. You can make in one sitting, you can make 2-3 million naira in one sitting. So one of the things I tell people is that you don't want to do the work because there's actually hard work in agriculture and there's blessing. It's one of the things somebody told me today. The Bible says, "Be fruitful and what multiply." Being fruitful from the word fruit, you must plant something before you are fruitful. So for me, you need to plant a seed of hard work. You need to plant a seed of tenaciousness. You need to plant a seed of commitment. I've not gotten the $1 million I want yet. We're on that journey. But there are a lot of things, and I can tell you. See, another thing that came up in my mind. I was speaking with Shay. I think he's a friend of Pelumi. There's actually one time I know there was somebody that did animal science or this thing, and I was like, guy, do you know? I mean, how much people are actually looking for the latest food? So let me give you this gist. Do you know that very soon, in the belief of the world, that in the next 50 years there will not be what are they calling it? Something like F4 again. No, it's not. There will not be something like animals again, like cattle, like beef and this thing. And because everybody's trying to fight animal rights, don't kill cattle again, don't kill cow again, don't kill animal again. People are actually doing what we call plant-based meat. Who knows about that? And nobody knows. That's serious. People are not reading. No. People should read though. Plant-based meat. Oh, some people know. People know. Yeah. Are you looking at something around that? Innovating something around that? And I believe there's still more to come. But the future of agriculture is the future where you know that everybody will still have to eat. Even though there's a war, there's a pandemic, people will have to still eat. And it's very important for us to know that we need to start investing our little ideas right now. That when it becomes a global necessity, because in the next 5 years, 2030, Nigeria will be two, is it almost four? They say by 2050, which is very few years from now, will be 400 million. And you'll be alive. I'll be alive to witness it. 2050. That's less than um, that's less than 25 years from now. 25 years, add 25 years to your age. Maybe you'll be in your 40s, you'll be in your 50s, and you still be strong and active. I'll be 400 million. Don't you want to be part of people that will be feeding Nigeria? So think about it. I want to appreciate. I don't know, Franklin. Palumi, can you give Franklin? I don't know Franklin. If you want, I know Franklin. I know I'm giving you this on without telling you ahead. Do you want to just say 1 or 2 minutes before I talk about it? Frank is actually a senior person in the industry. He was in a meeting, we are together, and I just wanted him to talk if he has 1 or 2 things. And he's one of the people, let me share his story. He's one of the people that has ignited me to do what I'm doing. He was one of the first person that welcomed me in the whole north. And I saw the resilience of a young man doing great things in the north. He has one of the biggest farms I've ever seen so far. So please welcome Mr. Franklin Ashimota. Please just quickly for just 2-3 minutes, please. I think I'm running over 8:30. Mr. Franklin, do you want to speak or you are in a meeting? Let me see if you can speak. if you can't speak, I think I would have to just leave it there to allow for questions and let me hear the thoughts from you guys.
All right, thank you very much. I'm really grateful for that amazing session. Um,
Thank you.
it's been really enriching and enlightening for real from my perspective personally. When you spoke about I think plant-based is it meat thereabouts, if that serves me right correctly. I know you're speaking about the leather industry. Now it's made for animals, basically cow hides and the rest. And you said something very importantly that struck me. How plantain plantation and the rest can be used to make pampers. And pampers, I think pads, female pads and the rest. So basically, and how does affect our foreign exchange um, capabilities. So I think you said give or take 70 to 90% of pads and pampers are being imported basically. So thank you very much for that very enriching session. Really appreciate you. On that note, if there's any question from anybody, kindly indicate by the raise of your hand, please. Any question? Any question? We just want to take just two questions maximally because of our time. Time is fast spent. Is there any question from anybody? Anybody? Okay. Again, we have Mr. Luashun Ekundayo. I think he has really been active on this call. Go ahead, sir.
All right, thank you very much. Good evening, sir, Mr. Jerry, and thank you very much. After I meet me, you could still deliver. And I love your presentation. So thank you very much for that. My question is what you made mention of at the beginning. You made mention of is it no, I'll not say an organization or a group, but I don't really get that. The link. Can we get the link rather to join the group where you did mention that you are not there that be able to distribute some inputs from the federal government to farmers. So I don't really get that please if it's something I can search for over here, if I can get a link to get access into the group. Thank you very much, sir.
Well, they don't have a group yet. They don't have a link yet. You feel just try to find which state are you? Which state are you?
I'm currently at Oyo State, Ibadan, sir.
So I can link you up to someone that is the Oyo State representative. So you can just be part of them and connect for them. I think Ondo they also distributed. I told the commissioner there, and yeah, we actually distributed some stuff for Oyo State, Ondo State. So just look for Yofin, young farmers in Nigeria. Young farmers in Nigeria. Connect with them on link on Twitter, they're on Facebook, on Instagram. Young farmers in Nigeria. Yofin. You can connect with me on Twitter and I can send you their link. And just ask that you want to, yes, young farmers in Nigeria. Yofin, Yofin.
All right, thank you very much, for that. Mr. Oluwaseun, will that be your question? Okay, I think that's it from him. And one more question, last person. Anybody? One last question. One last question. Anybody? Before we go to the general question and answer session. Right, in the absence of that, I think some people joined us quite late. Just by the way. Um, for those who asked, the recording of this session will be available. For those that are in the group chats, basically, definitely. And also, finally, before we call it,
Um,
okay,
sorry, just to ask. Mr. Frank is back. I just wanted to share one or
all
two
right then,
things.
okay,
His experience in the field.
all right,
Please just be like 2 minutes.
that's
2 minutes, please. Mr. Frank, are you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, please, over to
Good
you now,
evening,
sir.
everyone.
Can hear
Everyone.
you. Good evening, sir.
Yeah. How's been your day?
fine,
Yeah,
sir.
okay. So those I don't really know the target audience. So I assume you guys are entrepreneurs or students, right? Okay. So generally on entrepreneurship in the agriculture sector, what I advise every one of you to do is just to start small and
Maybe.
beyond the passion, have direction. Passion without the direction is quite destructive. You will not go far, you will burn out. So have direction, have counsel from those who have gone ahead of you. As it says something that if I have gone further, because I have stood on the shoulder of those that have gone ahead of me. So there's nothing you want to do that is new. There's no idea that is new. Nothing is new under the sun. So what you are doing, somebody have done it before. Anything, any idea you want to execute, someone have done it before. So the only thing you need is just counsel. In the midst of counsel, there's safety. I've had before I went to the battle. I've had Jerry talking about so many ideas that you can execute in the agri space. Yeah, those ideas are quite profitable, but beyond profit, you have to have a process because without the process, you may not be able to, actually get the results you need. Profit is not enough to start a business or pursue an idea, but you have to have a business that is sustainable. Right next sustainability, I've seen many business entrepreneurs that they had an idea. Those ideas were quite profitable, but because there were no process, and the process is more of a check and balance. There were no control over who control finance, over who controls the operation. At the end of the day, they didn't see the light of the day. So in general, the first thing that to do, you guys see cancer. The second one have process, and the last one I'll tell you guys that have proper financial management. Because without proper financial management, you will still fail in business. You will still fail in the business. And again, don't start with your money. Don't start with your own money. Don't go and borrow money to start any business. Don't borrow any money to start the business, no matter how profitable it is, no matter how uh, ID or how fast it is. Don't borrow money to start a business. Don't take a loan to start any business. Leverage on other people resources in terms of be an entrepreneur. Tell people to come and partner with you. Go for equity. Leverage experience. Don't go and borrow money and and do anything, please, to avoid pressure and to avoid disgrace. I think that's all I have to say for now.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Franklin and Mr. Jerry. Thank you very much for the insightful session. Really, really grateful. And before we call it a day, um, first off, we've had 2 to 3 speakers in that sense on this space. So does anyone, just one person, want to summarize what he or she has learned? At least we've taken 1 or 2 things from this session, most likely. So is there anyone that has learned 1 or 2 things? Feel free to chip that in. Just one person, please. Anyone? Can you all hear me? All right, good.
Yes, I've learned a lot actually. I learned so many things, including what the second speaker said about those things that we count as waste, that they are not actually waste, that we can get them and then they can be recycled to produce other things. So that's basically what I've learned.
Thank you very much. I think Korede Ayowiya, thank you very much for that insightful addition. From what we've learned, ideally at least we've been able to pick one or two things. And the essence of this particular webinar in that sense is to be, like I said earlier, to bring about a reorientation and to bring about a mind shift to people about agriculture and what it entails, especially in the 21st century, basically. And I'm happy that we've taken one or two things from this session. And for those that I told to message me on the aforementioned, I'm dropping the number again. Those that got the gift, I think four people. That was Mr. Shion, Tobi, Ms. Bonale, and I think Samuel, Mr. Samuel. Can you message me on that number? It's in the chat box for your reward. On that note, is there any question before we call it a day, please? Do you have any question for any of the speakers or um during any of the session? Is there any question, please? Mr. Toby, do you have any okay. Okay, I think Ozioma, is it Lovelin? Has a question. Please go on. Go on, please. Mr. I think Ozioma Lovelin, do you have a question? Yeah. Go on. Go on. Go on, please ask your question.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I've learned quite a lot, even though I didn't it. So I want to ask, I think the first or second speaker spoke about AI, the use of digital tools in agriculture. So I want to ask, as young farmers, is there a particular enterprise that we can start with AI, like we can use digital tools for? It's not that we just go into like planting like general crops, like a particular enterprise, like a crop, maybe plant maize and utilize AI that would um, really generate something worthwhile. I don't know if you understand my question.
All right, yes, thank you very much.
All right, yes, thank you very much.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Can you mute your
Hello. Can you use your?
all right, great.
All right, great.
All right, thank you. You asked the question that will be directed to Mr. Femi Addo, right? And that is well noted. The second person, I think the second person that's risen up his hand is I think Tobiloba Adile, right? Go on, please.
Yes, sure.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so yeah, I appreciate Mr. Jerry and Mr. Franklin for their session. And one thing that they mentioned of as a young person, you have to like coming into the agricultural system, you have to start small, you have to have a direction and then keep counsel. And then for someone like me who have interest in agriculture but doesn't have this kind of direct access to um, people like Mr. Jerry now. I would appreciate if there's a privilege to message them and have one-on-one conversation with them on how to go about it. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you very much, Mr. Toby. For the two people that asked the question, first off, I'll be starting with Lovelin. I think if I get your question correctly, you were asking about how to start more with AI tools and all, right? If I get you correctly, and also how to be able to leverage on that and how to start small, correct? If I get you correctly, right? All right. Just to chip in one or two things based on what he said. I'm not in the best position to answer this, by the way. Based on what he said, and sorry, Lovelin, are you still there, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, great.
Okay,
Um,
great.
Yes, sir.
So based on for your question, could you repeat that, please? So for the question, it's going to come up to answer that very briefly. We'll answer that very briefly now. For the second person, Mr. Toby, you asked about how to get their contacts and how to okay, it's back already. How to get their contact and how to message them probably for mentoring and internship and trainings on how to. This can be good.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Sorry, just a minute. Okay. So so now Mr. Fem, just a minute, sir. For those asking, if you're on the group, you get added to get you get you get access to the recording, their numbers, and also the post training for those that will be interested. By the way, now Loveline, Miss Loveline, kindly ask your question again. Mr. Toby is around to answer. Thank you. Sorry, Mr. Fem is around to answer. Pardon.
Okay, sir.
Please ask again.
A particular enterprise we can start with and also engage, like use digital tools for that will benefit um both us and society in the short run and also in the long run.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of background noise here. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Go on.
Okay, so the question is, can we start any enterprise, right? Like, is there any agricultural enterprise that you can start? That's what you're asking.
Yes, sir.
That can benefit.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, just as I said initially, I'm sorry, my background is noisy. So, I'll just type the answer. Right? Let me type the answer.
Miss Loveline, kindly wait while he um imputes the answer to your question. I think is in transit rather. That's why his background is a bit noisy at the moment. While he answers your question, like I was saying earlier on, for Mr. Tobi that asked how to get the number of the speakers and for communication and more insights. Your numbers would be dropped. You can message me for their numbers personally. I want to drop their numbers on the chat box. That will be on their approval and on their go ahead, of course, basically. And lastly,
Hello.
okay.
Let me help Emily out on that question.
All right, sir. Go on, sir.
She asked about how can you use AI and digital skill to leverage various agribusiness idea.
Yes, sir.
Now, most people limit agri to just say products. Agri is beyond the product; it's also a service. Exactly. So you can render additional services using AI. You can start a very uh, quick business in terms of agri consultancy. Learn a lot about a particular aspect in agri. Maybe you want to just go into production of, let's say, sugar beet. And in Nigeria, there's no thing like sugar beet in Nigeria. So you can focus all your energy researching about sugar beet, producing product write up on sugar beet, then consult for those who need to go into sugar beet. In fact, consultancy pays more than even the main agri production. So you can use AI. Therefore, you cannot use AI to. enterprise beyond trying to apply it in a particular product. Is that okay, Emily?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
I thank you very much, Mr. Franklin, for that succinct point. Is there any other question before we wrap up and call it a day? Any other question, please? Very great. People are actually still trying to join the call. On that note, like I said earlier on, the recording would be available on the group for those who are on the group. That's one. And secondly, for those who need the contacts of the speakers, can you message me privately? And like I said and stated earlier on, there's going to be an indoor session for those who be interested. It's going to be limited, by the way. Just it's limited spaces. Just 1,000 naira for mentorship session one. For training opportunities, for internship opportunities, and also to get access to scholarships. Because some of the speakers spoke, there are boundless opportunities on this. There are going to be trainings. There's only trainings on GIS and also remote sensing and also agribusiness sustainability. They are going to get access to free courses that you'll be certified on, by the way, on agriculture, dealing with crops, soil, and basically. Oh, sorry, I was muted. Pardon me. I didn't know I was muted. Oh boy. I'll start again. Okay, like I was saying earlier on, um, oh yeah, the sessions is going to be recorded, so it'll be shared on the group, like I stated earlier on, and also, um, this is the end of today's session. Before we leave, um, for those who ask for the number of the resource persons and the speakers, kindly message me. And those also who won rewards during the quiz, I think about 4 people. I think 2 or 3 people have messaged me already. Message me also with to the number that was sent. And also, lastly, yeah, um, after this session, there's going to be a closed door and indoor training session that's going to include GIS and remote sensing for mapping, and involves for tech, and also agribusiness training, and also lastly, there's going to be courses in which you'll be certified based on crop production, soil science, sustainability, smart agriculture, precision agriculture, and also you have chances to get access to agricultural related scholarships in which you learn courses, get trained for free, and some of which will be certified both virtually and physically. And you get to have access to internship both remotely and physically, trainings both remotely and physically, and you get unlimited access to the trainers of this particular session. Basically, in the absence of any question, and for this is going to just a token of $1 and 1,000 naira, basically for those that will be interested. By the way, it's not compulsory. Um, from what we learned today, I believe that we'll be able to reorient ourselves with a different mindset about agriculture, the technological aspects, and also the agribusiness aspect of it, basically. And I'm happy we've been able to reorient ourselves and also sensitize better in a good manner. Before we call it a day, any question, any last remarks or observation before we can call it a day? Does anyone have a question or have a question rather?
Sir, please, sorry, like my network was not, I had poor connection. You were talking about remote internship or something. I did not really get that part.
Well, I stated that Yeah, thank you very much, Miracle. Because I consider that for those who will be interested, quote and unquote, there's going to be an, should I say, an indoor limited session of training, as the case may be, for just limited number of people. I'm going to be restricting it to just 5 people max. I'm not going to be for not to be for a regular amount. Primarily because um majority of people here are students and entrepreneurs. So it's going to include what is going to cover basically going to for those who will be interested, by the way, going to include probably remote internship or physical internship based on your location. But it's going to involve trainings that will include certifications. Some trainings that are going to include GIS and remote sensing. That's what I said earlier on. That I think that's what dealt with what one of the speakers said about satellite imagery and to get data from the farmland and the use of what's it called now? The use of self-driving tractors. So you're going to learn the basics of AI and how it affects agriculture in that sense. I'm going to also get the opportunity to be trained on courses like crop production, soil science, and also smart climate agriculture, precision agriculture, sustainability development, agribusiness, just to mention a few. And lastly, you have a chance to get mentored by the speakers of today to get further insights and also and get access to scholarships. And like I said earlier on, it's going to be for a token. It's not going to be expensive, just $1 or 1,000 naira. I'm not placing any premium price on it. So based on those who will be interested, that's that we get access to that. Um, is there any other question for in this call? And lastly, the recording of this session will be posted on the group. If you're on the group, the recording is definitely posted on this. Any other question? I'll call it today. I think our time is up already. Any other question? Any other question? All right then. On that note, thank you very much for attending this session. It's been a joy and a delight to have you. Um, Thank you. Have a nice rest.
Thank you.
With that. Yes, and lastly, shout out to the speakers. Really appreciate them by the way.